Won't you rub your
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Up, 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 don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Yo! Fellas! Oh, hold on, we're gonna turn this song off. Fellas! Fellas! I hope you are more bullish now than you were 3 days ago. Okay? We are bullish at the low! Let's get this shit, man. Let's get this shit! We played fingers, but it was a pump fake. It was a pump fake. We ain't playing no fingers. We ain't playing no fingers around this bitch. You think we're gonna play fingers today? Do you think we're gonna come in here and play fingers when you get a gift served on a platter right to you? By the way, guys, how tall do you think I am? Let me know in the chat. There's been some discussion. By the way, we just got the daily close.
the daily close?
There's been some discussion about how tall do you think I am. Okay, now some of you guys have inside info, some of you guys don't. But how tall do you think that I am? I'd love to know. Let me know in the chat. And if you get it right, well, you get a cookie, okay? You'll get a shout out and you'll get a cookie. There we go. Shout out to Interactive, man. He's already coming in with a super chat. Shout out to you, man. Let's talk some Bitcoin.
Up. We're going to the moon.
Let's talk some altcoins. And let's talk about today, as today was a pretty interesting day as Bitcoin took a little bit of a tumble down to $34,000. And we've been sort of saying any type of pullback on the Bitcoin is a gift. If you were bullish at 38, you should be even more bullish at 34 and 35 and 36. Okay, if you find yourself feeling bearish now, even though you were bullish at 38 and now you're feeling bearish, well, you got to get yourself checked out by the horse guy doctor. Because if you ever been to the horse doctor, okay, I'll scroll up and see how tall I am here. If you ever been to the horse guy doctor, this is how it goes. Excuse me, sir. I have arrived to my appointment today. Yes, listen, I was feeling more like a bull 3 days ago, and I had to get checked out because I am now feeling more like a bear, and I don't know how to feel. I should be a horse, but, it's 2023, and, who knows what you want to be, but 3 days ago I was bull, now I'm bear. I don't know what's happening to me, okay? I literally don't know.
Well, Sonny, listen up, all right? Based off my 10 years, my 10-year college degree, all right, over here at Harvard, I'm going to tell you right now, you have a case of the horse guy. You have the case of a horse guy. You need to switch this attitude, Sonny. You want to be successful in life? You got to be a bull at the low and bear at the high. Or just be a bull. But Christ almighty, you got to get rid of this horse guy syndrome. It's the worst disease you can have. All right, Sonny?
Well, doctor, I don't know how to get rid of this. This is the disease. I act like this. I don't know why. I was born like this. I always wanted the most bullish toys. Oh, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. Get a case of the horse guy syndrome. But it's okay. Because we'll talk about it today, man. Anyways, appreciate everyone who's in here today. I'm going to scroll up real quick. And before we talk about the Bitcoin chart, guys, this was a fantastic opportunity. If you were on the sidelines and you really wanted to pick up some sats, I picked up some sats today. I picked up some ETH today. A good opportunity to pick up some stuff if you were on the sidelines begging for a dip. You got it. It lasted a whole, hour. So you didn't have that much time. But if you did pick up that dip, congrats on you. I was taking a shit while it was happening, and it was a perfect time to buy the dip. There's no better time than buying the dip when you're taking a shit. Let me tell you. That's the best time to buy a dip, man. Anyways, let's see. Who guessed it? Let's see. Depends on the filter. That is so true. When you're Jabba, I'm like maybe 5 foot tall. When I'm horse guy, that shit's like 6'6", man, Drew guessed 6'1". I see Drew. Some of you guys are pretty close. Some of you guys are saying 5'7". What do you think I am, BitBoy? Christ. Franklin said 4'11". John said 5'1". Oh my God. What do you think I am, BitBoy? Lord. Christ almighty. What do I look like? This? Guys, I am not that short, okay? I am 5'9". It's bad when you have to convince people that you're 5'9". All right. Enough.
Rant alert.
Enough. Is it true you were a hockey goaltender? I never played hockey. Actually, no, I played hockey for 1 year. I was horrible and I quit. I was horrible at skating. I was falling down everywhere. I was horrible, man. I'll tell you right off the bat. Horrible. All right. Guys, let's talk about Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin. The interesting thing here about Bitcoin, I think we have a very easy way to look at this now. So we did dip back below those previous range highs. All right, so this is our previous range. We dip back in there. I think what the bears don't want to see, and this reminds me a lot of, where was it? Oh, it was right in this area where basically the bears did not want to see Bitcoin really get back above this key level right here when we were here. It dipped back down and then it kind of got back above and it was off to the races. I think what the bears don't want to see, right? And conversely, what the bulls want to see is a break back above, obviously, the previous range highs. Any type of move back above 35.8, in my opinion, opens the doors up for us to just come right back to the upside. And, you know, as big and violent of a move that this was down, and it was a pretty fast move for Bitcoin. And the interesting thing today was that the altcoins really didn't move with Bitcoin, right? Some of them did, but a lot of altcoins were still up 5, 6, 7, 10, 15% today. It was a pretty crazy day, considering Bitcoin was red. What the bears don't want to see is Bitcoin to get right back above this box. If it does, they're not going to have a happy time. Okay, they will not have a very happy time. And it wouldn't be surprised to me if we just kind of came back up to the range highs. And, you know, in the next couple of days, we were out partying, playing the pub song.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
We were partying, right? Conversely, right, if we can't come back above this and we reject, you know, that probably opens the door to coming back and testing these lows again, right? So, very important level. I think, you know, it's an interesting level to watch here for the bulls and the bears. But definitely, we kind of closed the day at it. Not surprised. Now we got to see where we go here for the rest of the market. But man, I mean, the altcoins really didn't do much today. I mean, it was really a Bitcoin pullback day, if anything, and multitude. I mean, I looked at my portfolio and Bitcoin was the only red thing. Actually, Chainlink was slightly red, but Bitcoin was like literally the only red thing. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? But yeah, I mean, if you look, really what Bitcoin did today is didn't really change the structure, right? We still have higher highs and higher lows. So we continue to try to fight through 38 to 40K, which has been a freaking pain in the ass. This level is a pain in the freaking ass. Can I tell you guys? I want to let you know. This level is not going to be easy to get through, like we've been saying. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get through 38 to 40K. I can already see it.
Of course it is, bro. Don't you know the macro's horrible? People have no money to spend. Oh shit, wait. Let's go check out the NASDAQ. Wait, what the hell? The NASDAQ is literally 2% away from all-time highs? What the hell? Last week it was over. Now, we are literally 2% away from all-time highs and... Oh shit. The NASDAQ going all-time highs typically means that Bitcoin eventually does. That's not good, bearers. That's not good. That's not good. Michael Burry, can you move the... Oh, you closed your big NASDAQ short in a 40% loss?
Yes, I did close my massive NASDAQ short position in a 40% loss. The crash is postponed to 3 months from now. Well, I'll call another crash. You guys saw that Michael Burry closed his NASDAQ short in a 40% loss. So another great, sort of great crash call kind of down the drain, which is every couple months, Michael Burry comes up with a massive crash call. But yeah, I mean, the NASDAQ, we're talking, the NASDAQ can, it's not crazy to think that the NASDAQ could hit all-time highs this week. All of a sudden, that's really not that crazy to think, and you're literally right there, right? You're literally, I'm exaggerating at 2%, it's 3%, but you're literally right freaking there for the NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ was up 2.5% today. So crazy shit. NASDAQ keeps rolling up. It's historically, what have we known for Bitcoin? When stock markets, historically, right, through every Bitcoin bull market, Bitcoin follows the stock market after it hits all-time highs, right? The first thing that always has to happen for Bitcoin to hit all-time highs is for stock markets to hit all-time highs. And you got a massive pullback over the last few months, and all of a sudden that's not too crazy. It's not too crazy, right? So good stuff there on the stock markets. And if you were a bear, you were banking on the dollar going up. Look at the dollar today. Look at the dollar today. One of the biggest red days in over a year for the dollar today. I mean, since that November dump. And that was when Bitcoin was at the bottom, right? So look what the dollar's doing, right? You're back in that 50 band, big level. Dollar's puking. S&P's rising. And we got Bitcoin kind of just consolidating at the high. So a lot of stuff's going right. You know, and if you're bullish on Bitcoin, I will say this again, if you're bullish on Bitcoin, you really just want to be long before the ETF. Let's not overcomplicate it, right? Let's not look at all these fancy indicators and all this stuff. If you really are bullish on Bitcoin, you want to be long. You want to be positioned before any type of ETF gets announced and before the halving, right? So my case is, will there be people taking profits at 38 to 40K? Yes. So that's why we're seeing a little reaction from there. But long term, I want to be long, and I'm not going to be selling my spot BTC before any type of announcement comes in, which could happen in any day from now until January. So that's that. Let's see what you got. Sol AVAX pump off the Coinbase Future. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, let's talk about, enough about Bitcoin. And then, I guess we could talk about Bitcoin all day, but it really is just still making, right, despite today, still making higher lows, still making higher highs. To me, very similar.
Was going to have a mega crash.
A mega crash. Psycho Pearl. Get out of here, you mega crash, man. I love Psycho Pearl, dude. He comes in here every day with this mega crash on every red day. But yeah, I mean, still, the price action after breaking out from the bear market resistance is still just behaving like 2020, where you did see big red days in here, but they were basically just big liquidation days to get rid of all the frothy leverage long is degening, right? It's okay to degen. I degen sometimes. But, and continuing just to kind of chop higher, right? Just making higher highs and higher lows. In these weird formations that get everyone tricked, right? Because it doesn't go up in a straight line. No one's bullish unless it goes up in a straight line. I noticed that. Unless something goes up in a straight line, every red candle is a crash. That's what I kind of noticed. And we're kind of just like following this, in my opinion, where, we broke out of the big bear market resistance, and now we're just kind of chopping, in my personal opinion, right? Slowly moving up, but you're going to have these big liquidation candles to the downside that sort of get you, I'll take a mega dump after my coffee. Me too, man. Listen, a mega dump would be a gift. At the end of the day, if you're a bull, right? My thing is this: if you're a bull and you really believe in what Bitcoin's going to do over the next 2 years, listen, I would not be opposed to a dump, because if you're a bull, right? Because a real bull isn't going to be bullish at 38K and then be bearish at 34, 33, right? 32. They're going to want to buy more down there. I wouldn't be opposed to it. So if you want to do a quick little dump down there, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. But something tells me the whales are going to be coming in just like today's dip. You see the dip? Anyone see a whale buying the dip? I saw a whale right there buying that dip. There it goes, buying that dip. Man. Oh. Man. The whales. They just keep coming in one by one. Look at them. Look at that shit. And we're not talking about the shit. Guys, I had halal today, so if I have to hop off the stream because I have to take a massive shit, I'm sorry. But I did have the lamb over rice today. That is some good stuff, let me tell you. Let me tell you, man, that is some good freaking stuff. Man, it's good. Oh, Lord. Let's see. All right. So what was good today? I mean, like I said, pretty much everything was still up today. Unfortunately, it's a daily close, so I can't sort by biggest gainer anymore, which is slightly frustrating. Sol was still up 10% today, right? So despite Bitcoin pooping the bed, Sol had a 10% move up today. So
strap up, we're going to the
Solaners,
moon.
Congratulations. COS continue to move up today. Where's the COS chart? I hate how it does that. After the daily close, it just resets everything. Wish there was a way you could sort it by 24-hour change. Maybe there is. Instead of like the new day. I kind of would like 24 hours, 20%, 24-hour change better. But unfortunately, I'm too lazy to figure it out. There probably is a way. I'm just too lazy to figure it out. COS up 10% today. No new high yet, but
Strap up. We're going to the
we did go up
moon.
10% today, so I like that. Still fighting with that 2.618 fib right there on cost. So we'll see if we can get back above that. If we do, you got to be looking at the 3618 at 12.5. Someone said Crypto Rover is Jesus. Crypto Rover. What's going on, guys? It's a rover today. Guys, let me tell you right now. This ain't nothing. Okay? We are about to go to the moon, I'm telling you. 200K Bitcoin is in sight. Crypto Rover is Jesus. Lord. I mean, it's more believable than a lot of things. Anyways, let's see. Alts were not much about a dip, but ETH was. True. It was, man. It was. AVAX. AVAX kept going today. AVAX was another one. No new local high, but still, despite Bitcoin taking a poop, AVAX was up 10% today as well. Matic was still up 6% today. Matic actually, Matic made a new local high today, so we get a little pump song from Matic. New local high today for Matic. That's what I like to see. I FOMO'd an XRP. Let's go, man. Fahid FOMO'd an XRP yesterday. That's great. The fake XRP ETF news that just got insta-dumped. And it went lower. Oh, Lord. The fake ETF news on XRP. Maybe I'll say this for the XRPers. Maybe it ends up playing out. Similar to Bitcoin. Maybe, I don't know. I doubt it. But maybe XRP gets a real one. Where there's smoke, there's fire, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, Bitcoin is fighting with this 35,620 box. So this box is pretty critical. Like I said, I think if we get back above that, it opens the door for us to go back and actually test up to the highs here. So we'll see if we have enough juice to get back above there. We need some spot buyers to come in. But yeah, I guess, the market, considering today, like if you told me Bitcoin dumped 4%, I would have thought the altcoins would have got murdered. I would have thought that the altcoins would be down 20%. But no. Really, there was like the only thing that was down even more than 5% today was XRP, right? So despite like the hysteria on my X.com timeline, and not the porn website, but X.com, I don't know why they called it that. It's kind of the worst name in the world, but that's okay. Really, nothing really happened today. It wasn't really anything. It was just kind of like a weird day where we got a good CPI print. Stock market literally had the biggest day it's had in years. Actually, the Russell was up 5% today. That's crazy. When's the last time you saw an index go up 5%? The Russell was up 5% today, man. The DXY was down 1.5%. When's the last time you saw that shit? Crazy day today. And, you saw Bitcoin people taking a little bit of profits off of Bitcoin. So, once again, I think days like today are needed in uptrends because people get a little bit too excited. People get a little bit too, over exuberance, right? And you need to get rid of the people who don't really believe, right? The people who, they see green candles, so they hop in. And a lot of you guys started within the last few years of crypto, and that if you go back 2 years ago, you saw a move down like this, you were selling this wick, right? So we need to get rid of those people, right? Get those people salty so they buy higher, which is typically what happens during this point. And also the ones who get a little frothy, and especially the altcoin market, which was more last week, but that big 20% dip we saw in the altcoin market last week was really getting rid of a lot of those weaker people, right? And then, right, we sort of consolidate for a little bit, right? Time capitulation. Maybe we stay here for a few days, and then we try for the highs again. So that's my general outlook. I don't think today wasn't too much of a crazy day. It was more of a crazy day everywhere else, like the S&P and the NASDAQ and the Russell. Crazy days today. I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen a day like that since 2021 over there in the stock market. Crazy day today. Starting to get a little euphoric over there in the stock market. Whereas Bitcoin typically follows that euphoria, right? It's like stock market, Bitcoin, altcoins, right? It kind of just flows in that direction. So good stuff over there. Now we just kind of wait, and this was a good opportunity if you were on the sidelines. XRP. Yes. By the way, the frig, man. Why isn't friggin' SHIB moving, man? This is bullshit. Frick, it's like they look at frickin' SHIB. Christ, man. Oh my frickin' God, I haven't checked out crypto in like a year. What the hell, man? Why is SHIB still at the friggin' lows? Everything else is already frickin' pumped. Oh my God, bro. What is a man gonna do to make any money in crypto? I'm down so friggin' much. Christ, man, the frickin' meatloaf. The meatloaf is going friggin' stale, man. Christ. Oh, man. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, dude. Klitz came in and said, Elon just called me and wanted to have me pass a message on to you. You should have bought Tesla at 200. Bear market, Bob. Listen. We got to do what we got to do. To me, it's better to have Bob than have no Bob. Okay? All right? You guys have been begging for Bob. All right? The best thing I can do is milkshake Bob, right? Bob the Builder from PBS Kids, all right? That's the best we can do, all right? Jeez. Cut me some slack here, all right? You should have bought Tesla at 200, numbnuts. Listen, numbnuts. Clint, you should have bought PYR at $2, my man. Why didn't you buy PYR at $2? Screw your Tesla at 200. Screw your Tesla at 200. We don't need that shit. There'll be a time. But not during the degen time, my friend. I got my long-term hodl stocks, but right now it's crypto time, my friend. But I'll tell you what, at some point that crypto will be transferred into the stock market. Bring back Java. Guys, we gotta have the reappearances happen one by one, okay? Bob all messed up from the bear. Bob's all messed up from the bear. Well, what do you think? Look at the SHIB chart. Wouldn't a man be messed up? Speaking of, like, the only chart that SHIB is like the least performing altcoin right now. It's kind of making me kind of bullish on SHIB for some reason. I don't know why. Like, SHIB just ain't moving. I think Pepe stole the show from SHIB. But I'm kind of getting kind of bullish on SHIB. I actually, you know what the funny thing is? I haven't actually looked at the SHIB chart in a couple weeks. I didn't even know it was still down at the lows. I'm kind of getting bullish on this. I don't know, man. I might just buy a little bit of SHIB just for the shits of it. I mean, just for the SHIB of it. Get it? No pun intended. Just for the SHIB of it. But yeah, it's kind of just chilling down there, man. I actually kind of like the risk reward on this one. All right, Bob. All right, Bob. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. SHIB's gonna change the world, bro.
Just called me and he wanted to have me pass a message on you.
Oh, here comes Clint.
The robot said 200 new nuts.
No nuts. The robot said it. I'm telling you, man. SHIB gonna change the world. It's the next big meme coin. Let's not tell Bob that SHIB already went nuts in 2021. All right. All right. Anyways, can we look at Mana? Yeah, we can look at Mana. I got you, Diego. I got you, my man. Let's look at Mana real quick. Well, you got the Wyckoff, right? The Wyckoff is intact. Well, let me get rid of this shit. Hold on. Oh, wait. Whoa. Clint came in with 10 memberships. All right, we're gonna have to pump it up. We're gonna have to pump it up after some mana TA. All we're gonna do is talk about the classic Wyckoff. But yeah, man, you got 1, 2. You got the third Wyckoff low. You broke back above the bull market support band. That's the spring phase. You just got a nice little retest of the bull market support band on that nice. We just closed the 3-day, so that's pretty phenomenal. Now, right, open a new 3-day with a nice little back test. As long as Bitcoin behaves, and it doesn't have to happen today, right? I'm still expecting this to eventually come up and hit the range highs, kind of like how every single altcoin has pretty much done it at this point. Right? I would not be shocked in the next few weeks. I would kind of keep the same mantra for all the ones that are still in the spring phase of the Wyckoff. I would not be surprised to see this back up here in by the end of the year. Right? We'll just say by the end of the year, because honestly, the end of the year is only 6 weeks away. By the end of the year, I wouldn't be surprised to see mana back up to the range high. From there, right, we'll play it out, but it is what it is. Shane said, I like crypto. All right. We got 561 people in here, 123 likes. Guys, can we get the 300 likes? Come on, man. We're in good times right now. This is just the start of something great, my friends. This is the start of something great. The Bitcoin cycle playing out the exact same way that it always has, with the stock market cycle playing out the same way that it always has. Bro, let's get this shit, man. We got Clint making everyone green today. I like this shit, man. I like it. We got to pump it up. We got to pump it up.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
Good.
You got to pump it up.
Coming up, baby. Oh, man. Shane coming in. He must be killing it on the Wyckoffs, baby. I know he's in there watching the Wyckoffs. Shout out to Shane Matthias, man. I really like crypto. Let's go, man. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Shane spreading the good vibes. Good for you, man. That's awesome, dude. You are insane. You guys are all insane. Clint's insane. Clint's always insane, though. I just kind of get used to Clint being insane. You know what I mean?
I really like crypto.
Oh, shit, man. But, all right. Let's go take a look back at, I guess I kind of want to talk about, I guess the interesting thing here for me is, this thing just, I always like to talk about my stuff. This thing just keeps going, man. I love this thing. But I kind of want to talk about total, right? Total market cap. By the way, if you picked up some of the dips on some of these alts, looks like a lot of them are starting to come up. I think you got some really good dips on some really good performing altcoins today, right? So some of the leaders in the market had some really nice opportunities today. Once again, I think if you caught that was good, right? Chainlink, we just saw about a 20% pullback on Chainlink, right? And my old rule used to be, right, if I really liked something, I would wait for a 20% pullback. You did see a 20% pullback on Chainlink over the course of the last few days. You kind of reset a lot of your indicators in here, right? Daily's back out of that overbought territory in there. We actually nicely retested a pretty important level too. So Chainlink, really, really nice pullback. Obviously, dependent on what Bitcoin does. INJ, another really, really good performer. This one's pulled back from the highs, also about 22%. So two of the best gainers, right? The kind of the market leaders, along with Solana, COS, and a few others, with some really, really nice pullbacks in there. So good opportunities today. I think once again, if you are sort of under the assumption that you think Bitcoin's going to continue higher, once again, like I said, I think today was a fantastic opportunity to pick up some stuff. If you maybe you felt like you didn't have enough or whatnot, this Bitcoin kind of resets the whole 4-hour RSI all the way back down to the bottom here, which is something that if you kind of look, we did it right here, right before the next run up, We did it right here before next run up. We did it right here before next run up. We did it right here, which was the low, right? So good stuff. I think that was a nice little reset on corn. Was it over? I don't know. We still have a big wick on the 4-hour, which we could come back down and fill again. But, you know, good stuff. Good stuff, man. This market is never going to be easy. It's going to be up and down, crazy shit. Crazy shit, man. And I keep saying this, man. If you can't stomach 20 to 30% drops and even 50% drops at times in altcoins and even sometimes Bitcoin, you ain't going to make it. Because even in a bull market, you will see 30 to 50% drops on altcoins. If you don't think that's true, bring up your favorite altcoin chart and go look at 2021 and zoom in on the 4-hour. You'll see multiple 30 to 50% pullbacks. Imagine, right? You're killing it, right? You're up a shitload. It drops 50%. Imagine how that feels. But that's sometimes what you kind of got to go through, right? And definitely in the early stages of the bull, I think sometimes what happens is everyone's got the bear market PTSD, right? Everyone sells on like a 10% pump, right? Thinking it's done. And, you know, I always like to say this, man. There's nothing wrong with taking profits. But in crypto, selling early sometimes sucks. I've been there. It sucks. Selling early sometimes. Nothing wrong with taking profits. But selling early, that blows. David, what's up, man? Scared money don't make no money? You know scared money don't make no money. Scared money also don't lose no money, but they lose it to inflation every year, actually. They just don't know it, right?
Give me first place, second that won't do for me. I came to win, fuck I look like trying to lose, homie. Scared money don't make no what? Scared money don't make no money.
I love that song. I love that song. Oh, man. All right, other than that, yeah, man. Now we just kind of wait everything out. I think that the chart that we should look at is total. We know that total market cap broke up from basically a couple different, actually longer term charts I want to look at real quick. Total market cap, we know, broke back into the 2021 range, right? Back above all the previous lows, all the previous highs of all the bear market, right? So pretty critical breakout. And I think what's interesting here is, you know, we did see a drop so far this week, right? But just continuing to kind of like, I think we have a pretty good invalidation point here, right? If we look at total, I think probably wanting to stay above this high on total market cap would be a pretty good invalidation point, right? For maybe the altcoins. Because obviously if this breaks up and then breaks back below, it's kind of a little dicey, right? So good invalidation point, but as long as we kind of stay above there on total, I think all is kind of good in the crypto world. And honestly, the one thing I wanted to look at was the monthly for Bitcoin, right? And just like the stock RSI, right? Basic shit. We're not looking at anything crazy here, but the monthly stock RSI on Bitcoin, and when it's above, right, this 80 level, right? And historically, when Bitcoin's above this 80 level on the stock RSI and it's pointing up, right, you want to be bullish historically. When you want to be bearish historically is actually when this starts to point to the downside. But you guys can see that we did get a temporary little dip to the downside, but then we crossed back up, right? And if you look historically, when this has been above the 80 level, right, that is typically when Bitcoin goes on its biggest runs, right? Historically speaking. Right, you look at 2017, you look back here at November 2012, right? That's typically actually when the bull market starts, right? November 2012, stock RSI gets back above the 80, right? November 2015, stock RSI gets back above the 80. Yes, you're going to have ebbs and flows of, 20, 30% corrections and stuff in between, but generally speaking, this is when you want to be more on the bull side and you're kind of out of that bearish phase, where I think you're gonna, slowly grind up until you really get like the thing that really gets like the narrative that really gets you going parabolic, which we're not really at that parabolic phase yet, right? We know like 36K is really not that crazy for Bitcoin, but to really get it moving, I think we're in that slow phase, but the early stages of that phase, where chopping up in this 80 to 100 level on the stock RSI is typically where you want to be. So good stuff. I think we'll see where we close this monthly. We still got 2 weeks to the monthly close, but I mean, as it stands right now, a lot can happen in 2 weeks. This can fully turn red. This can fully be above where that wick. So we'll see. We'll see where it ends up. But ultimately, right now, I think it's I hate to say this, man. It's about perspective, and it's about the funny thing is these types of moves. I actually like these types of moves down. I don't know. It's starting to make me think that the ETF is going to be out sooner, and someone is trying to build a long position to make this come up on the ETF news. I don't know why I get that sort of thing here, but the good news always happens at the bottom. That's what I noticed. It never happens when the price is going up. Never. That's what I noticed, right? When did we get the Grayscale won the SEC? Grayscale versus SEC win. When did we get that? We got that at support, right? When did we get the Bitcoin BlackRock sort of announcement? We actually got that kind of right, sort of right here, right? Not really like at a peak, kind of at a pullback decision point. We got it right there, right? Those type of things almost never happen on sort of good points in the market, right? So these types of moves down makes me think, right? If we kind of just end up hovering in this zone for like another few days, right? Maybe we stay in here for a few days. It wouldn't surprise me if some type of good news comes out right in here. That sort of gets us flying up to the upside again. Just as everyone probably loses hope, because if we stay in here for a few days, that's when you're going to have the sentiment's going to get bad, right? It's going to be doom and gloom. Oh my God. But it would not surprise me whatsoever if something like that happened, man. Chewy said, I went long, so we're going to dump more. Chewy, no! Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. I'm up 3x on moons. Nice, man. I'm proud of you, dude.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Proud of you for being 3x on moons, man. I think that's awesome, dude. Rico says a dip is a gift is hopium for the bulls. Rico, don't tell me you're still... Rico. Man. Rico. Don't make me snapshot this message for future use. Don't make me do it. RJ says we're going down. Let's see. Bears robber hibernation today. Well, this is what happens, right? Up here, the bears, start calling for a level to the downside. You get a dip, right? And then when the dip happens, it's only the bulls buying the dip. And then we go higher, and then the bears just say it's going to dip. And then it pulls back, right? No dip. Whoop. But, we'll see, right? It all trolling matter. No one knows what's going to happen right here, man. Right? We're all guessing, right? Maybe Bitcoin goes a little bit lower, right? But are we... You got to think where you are. Are you a trader, or are you someone just looking to position yourself for the bull market, right? Which one are you? You got to ask yourself that. Are you a trader or just trying to position yourself? I always like to say, and it's true, and people can deny this all they want, but it's literally a statistic. It's literally true. Trying to time this market, 90% of people will lose money trying to trade and time the market rather than just buying something at a level where you feel comfortable and just holding on to it. Obviously you're kind of timing it in a way, but rather than like, I'm going to, sell Bitcoin at 38, buy it back at 32, sell it at 40, buy it back. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm telling you right now, good luck with that. But, I'm just going to sit comfy on the spot BTC, chill out. I'm going to buy alts, you know, as I feel comfortable buying alts. Might not be at the Pico lows. I actually like to buy when they're up a little bit. That's just how I like it to do it. But, you know, to each their own, and we'll kind of see where we end up over the next few months. I think that the easy bullish invalidation, Bitcoin drops back below like 31,000. That's kind of where you probably cut the bait and you say, okay, this ain't looking too great. Other than that, it's you just, like I said, we're just kind of waiting it out. We're literally back to where we were 6 days ago. It's not the end of the world. It's just choppiness. Let's see. I'm down with Rico. Everyone's down with Rico. It's a red day. This is what happens on a red day, you know? Clint says stables are backed by nothing than their printers. Koss is backed by nothing but Miles and his one GPU doing the... Listen, man, you know, the funny thing about the market is sometimes you hit a dart, right? Sometimes you hit a dart. Sometimes you buy an altcoin and it's the best performing altcoin, right? I mean, sometimes that's what happens, right? Last bear, I bought Cardano. Cardano was the best performing altcoin other than Doge and shit. Does it make me a genius? No, I got lucky. You know what I mean? I know it, right? It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it happens. And I'll get lucky in another altcoin that I pick in this bear, right? It is what it is. But like, I always like to say this. In a bull, everything's going to go up. I think the best thing to keep in mind is don't pay attention to kind of like what's happened in the last year. Pick what you think is going to perform best from today, right? Don't be like, oh my God, this coin is up 100x this year, right? Think about today, and think about how it's going to perform for the next, you know, couple of years or so, you know. Clint's fortune is backed by desperate Ohio addicts punting. Oh Lord. Listen. In theory, right? And Franco, in theory, I don't know. Actually, we're not going to go there. Man, this talk is freaking boring. Man, I don't want to talk about Bitcoin and ETH and freaking Koss. Can we talk about freaking meme coins? That's where the real money is. What's the next Doge or Shiba, man? Like, shit. Christ, bro. Like, we got Clint ranting about freaking bullshit. We got Franco cooking halal food. Man. We got JJ talking about ADA natives. Who gives a shit? What's the best dog? Oh, man. Man. You better get it now before it's too late. Oh, man. Let's see. Koss is the future. Oh, my God. All I'll say is this, guys. Don't marry your... Just be prepared to take profits, okay? Don't marry your bags, because as we all learned last bull, no altcoin is the future. All right? No altcoin's the future. Do not marry your bags. I'm not saying sell right now, but like, you know, never marry an altcoin. Don't think you're just going to hold an altcoin for 10 years. We found out that the hard way, you know, what, 3 years ago now? No altcoin is the future. At least yet. You know, that might change. But at least at the current moment. Tito Gaines. You're funny, man. Listen, the fact that you think I'm funny makes you funny, because I ain't funny. I got a 2-inch penis. I'm not funny. I'm balding. Franco thinks I'm 5'7". Half of you guys think I'm 5'5". Do I seem like the type of guy who's short? I don't have anger issues or wear Gucci shirts. I don't seem like a short person. Short people have anger issues and wear Gucci shirts. Right? And walk like this to try to seem 2 inches taller. Funny looking. That is true. I am funny looking, man. But listen. Listen. Listen, 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 listen. Being funny looking is great. You know why? I'll tell you this. Like, look at my hair right now. I'm going to take off my hat for you. Just look, right? It is what it is. Only a person with confidence would take off their hat right now, right? If you guys watch 90 Day Fiancé, you know Gino, he would never take off his hat. Look at this shit. Watch this. You see this? A short person would never take off their hat right now. They have too much pride. They got too much pride. Look at my hat here. Do you think I give a flying shit? No, I don't give two flying Fs. Because I feel confident in my hat here. You know? Anyways. Now you guys can look at my hat here. Let's go, man. Look at the hat here. Enjoy the hat here. Let's go, man. Yeah, all you guys know Gino. A lot of you guys know Gino. So a lot of you guys watch 90 Day Fiancé. You're lying and making fun of me. I know a lot of you guys watch 90 Day Fiancé. I know Franco does. I feel like Mike does too. How many times are you going to hit that microphone? 3 more times, Mike. I feel like Mike watches 90 Day Fiancé too. And I feel like Bath does too. I like it. Thank you. Thank you, man. All right, we're putting it back on because that does look pretty bad. There we go. All right. That's the boxed wine hair. That's so true. So you're slapping the bag. I could see Clint right now going, honey, this guy's hilarious. Can you bring me another boxed wine? Yeah, I'm still watching Jordan. Like, Christ, I don't want to hang out right now. I hung out with you for like 3 hours. Like, oh, Christ. I'm trying to make us money. I mowed lawns all day. All I want to do is drink wine and watch Jordan. Oh, that's what I picture Clint doing right now. Oh, man. Some of you guys in the Discord say you guys are getting, you're spending too much time on crypto talks already. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. Let's start 90-hour divorce. 90-hour divorcee. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Anyways. Oh, man. I got to stop screaming, man. What's the crypto fear and greed index? Let's check this. See if people are scared now. Okay, we reset this as pretty good. We're back to 60. We actually reset this pretty good. Which is pretty funny, man. We reset this really good, man. It's down to 60 on the fear and greed. So we're not as frothy as we were, say, last week when we hit a peak of like 75. So still, I mean, technically 60 is greed, but that's for us degens. The rest of the world, they're all the way over here in extreme fear still. But we're over here in greed. You know, we're greedy degens. I mean, it is what it is. What else we got going on? Any big news happened today? Let's see, 110 million funding round. Okay, I don't care about that. Bitcoin bounces at 36.2 lows as CPI inflation slows beyond forecasts. The CPI, man. We basically beat by 0.1%. Woohoo! We still got to get it down to 2%. I spent a week working in VR. It was mostly terrible. What is this article? They have that. So you know they have nothing to talk about. I spent a week working in VR. It was mostly terrible. However, interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's really it. Nothing crazy happening today. Over here in the cryptoverse, I see Sam Bitchman-Fried's nose. It's like a nice little triangle. Man, look at that. That does not look like Sam Bitchman-Fried. They're making him look way too pretty. He looks way too sexy. He almost looks like Brad Pitt right here, man. He almost looks like Brad Pitt. Like, why does he look like Brad Pitt? He doesn't look like that. Disney launches NFT platform. Okay. There's nothing crazy happening today. I'm over it. See frothiness over here in Google Trends. See, yeah, we're at 8, so people are losing frothiness in the altcoins, which is interesting. So little frothiness coming out of the altcoin market, which is fine, right? Real frothiness comes in when you got people searching up altcoins. And another good indicator too is I always forget about this one is sell when Coinbase is the #1 trending app on the App Store. Sell when Coinbase is the #1 trending app on the App Store. The last 2 bull markets, 2017 and 2021, within 2 weeks of Coinbase hitting the #1 app on the App Store, that was the Bitcoin top. Another good indicator, actually. And that one makes a ton of sense. That's a really good one. You can use Google Trends too, but the Coinbase one, the App Store with Coinbase, that's a really good one. Really good one, man. Bought the near dip. Let's see. Clickbait. BlackRock's still peanuts compared to Binance and CZ. Literally peanuts, man. Peanuts. Peanuts. In compared to CZ. All right. What do we got cooking here so far? Nothing really coming up. We got actually, looks like some of the better performers getting the dip bought pretty well. INJ up 3% on the new day. Link up 3% on the new day. Yeah, and that's really that. It's not too much else going on in the first hour of the market, which is fine. Stock market futures to start the day after a historic day today, one of the biggest days in years actually for the stock market. Starting off green over there in the stock market futures. DXY is up as well. So pretty crazy shit. How about the XRP ETF? Oh yeah, check out XRP chart. That was crazy, man. That XRP chart was one of the most crazy things I've ever seen. Let's just go to the 15-minute on the XRP chart. This was the XRP ETF announcement, man. They were getting so excited. It's so bad, man. I feel bad, man, because they just get teased and teased and teased and teased. Casper, what's up, man? Am I long after the dip? We bought some Bitcoin, we bought some ETH, and bought some Link. Those are 3 things I bought today, my friend. But yes, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Easy mode is good, man. Easy mode is good. You buy the dip, and you don't let it trick you.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Casper's in the house. You know what we got to do.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
He's in here.
Don't you know? Pump it
Good to
up.
see you, my friend. No, but dude. This XRP move. This was some shit, man. Man, the XRPers were getting so pumped. And then 15 minutes up, 15 minutes down, and now it's lower than that point. Man, tough move on that XRP move, but man, that's these fake guys. Don't be falling for the fake ETF news. I think at this point, the only one I can really trust is Bitcoin, right? I think even if they were like, an ETH ETF has been approved, we don't believe that shit. Don't believe those little things and FOMO into the news articles. But I think it's mostly bots. I hope people didn't fall for the XRP ETF news here. I hope not, at least for now. But I think the only one you can trust is the Bitcoin one. And even with the Bitcoin one, you got to be careful with the sources because last time we got a fake one. So, yeah, tough candle there. XRP's fine, right? I mean, I know it's easy to come in and pick on XRP, but listen, it's fine. It's doing what the rest of the market does. It's pulling back. As long as XRP stays above like this 56 to 54 level, I would expect it to hold and still push higher with the rest of the market. But it's tough.
Are you
tough
in a
sledding
long
at
after the
first.
dip?
Tough sledding after the first, man. Casper, I haven't seen your streams pop up on my home screen lately, man. I gotta catch one of the live streams, man. I don't really get a lot of like crypto stuff pop up on my home screen lately. I think it's, I think it's because of the bear market, man. They don't like pushing out the crypto stuff during the bear. But that'll change. That'll change. And it'll just be it'll be Carl the Moon, BitBoy, Casper, literally the whole home screen, all crypto people. It'll change pretty soon. Fahid, I sold at 80 cents, done with XRP. At 80 cents. That was a pretty good one, man. That was a pretty good level, dude. I had a shirt on. I'm in the Discord, Clint. Big boy. Brett Headley is Big Boy. His name's Big Boy in the Discord. That's awesome, dude. Remember when Walmart was going to take LTC for payments? I do remember that, man. I remember that day vividly. I remember streaming during that day. And we were like, why the hell is Litecoin bumping? Walmart accepts Litecoin payments. I was like, what? I'm like, dude, Horse Guy fell for that one, man. He did. Wow. I knew Litecoin was going to be big. This one guy on Twitter named Master Bitcoin Litecoin. He keeps saying that Litecoin will go to the moon and Bitcoin will go down. And I believe him. I think Litecoin is a better Bitcoin. Yes, a better Bitcoin. And we should be buying Litecoin, guys. Oh my God. Walmart accepting Litecoin as payment. I knew it. Shit, I did not buy enough. I was formal now. Holy shit, this is massive news. Listen, Horse Guy. Even I'm not dumb enough to fall for that. You're really gonna fall for that news? Are you that much of an idiot? Listen, I didn't even pass high school. I don't even have a GED. And even I know that Walmart ain't accepting Litecoin, you idiot. Christ, man. Didn't you just go to the doctor for being a horse? Christ, this freaking guy, man. I have to live with this freaking guy. I literally have to live with this freaking guy. Everybody ever fall for that, man? I wonder what's going to be the next one. These fake news articles are just popping up left and right. These things are crazy, man. Be careful. That's why don't trust the news, guys. Don't trust the news because the news is going to fake you out, man. It's going to fake you out. And most of the news is fake. So don't be trusting the news. When John, now we all want Java. Now we all want Java, man. Java's going to be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. He's going to be back when you least expect it. That's what I tell you. Java will be back when you least expect it. Christ, man. Mike likes the Christ, man. I like that too, man. I forget how much it... Let's see. I just got an XRP CEO deepfakes. Yeah, don't fall for that, guys. The XRP ad that pops up with Brad Garlic Bread. Don't fall for that one, man. It's basically Brad Garlic Bread coming up, and he's like, "Yeah, guys." Oh, this is not a good Brad Garlic Bread. Let's bring up this guy, Brad Garlic Bread. Yeah, guys, and listen, we are running an XRP giveaway for winning the court case. So, yeah, if you want to win some free XRP, obviously just hook up your wallet. Don't be falling for that XRP ad, guys. It's not real. Okay, and just this goes. I don't want to see anyone lose money during the bull. So. Yeah, as you start to see prices continue up, you're gonna see more and more scams. So they'll be in my chat. Okay, they'll come in, leave super chats and tell you to buy pump and dump scams. They'll be falling for those. Number two, they'll be in the comment section of the YouTube videos, right? Basically, it'll be bots having conversations with themselves, saying, "I just made so much money." It'll basically say, "That's a really good video, man, but I made so much money following." Trader Joe over here on blah blah blah.com, right? And it'll be a link to some random ass website. And basically it'll look real because there'll be bots underneath that said, wow, can he teach me how to trade? And then the next person will say, yes, he can teach you how to trade. It'll seem like someone has a conversation. It ain't real. Don't click on the damn website. Don't go to Trader Joe. Don't go to no Twitter profile. Don't do that shit. And don't fall for the live stream ads that pop up before the videos that are some fake giveaway. If it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Okay? If someone's offering you free crypto, you ain't getting it for free. There's a catch. Or you're getting scammed. Do not fall for scams. Okay? Don't try to take the easy way out thinking you found some gold mine with some giveaway. It ain't real. Okay? It ain't freaking real. Don't click on that shit. The chat battle. How do you know this stream isn't fake? That's true. That's true, Miles. This could be a pre-recorded stream. But how would I be reading your chat right now? Am I from the future? Am I from the future? How would I be reading your chat if this was pre-recorded? You never know. QQ said, when moon? Well, things are mooning left and right? They're just doing it slowly, right? I mean, we say when moon, but we look across the market, and I think that's always the funniest thing when we get the when moons, and we look across the market and we see stuff just breaking out of the Wyckoffs, right? So this is just the first phase of the Wyckoff. Then you get the consolidate, like this FTT, right? Didn't get my buy target down here because it's a freaking bitch. It missed my buy target. Pumped back above, right? Now this is where it consolidates above the highs. This is just the first part. And then from this point, normally you see the expansion out of that point, right? So this is just like that first phase. You've seen it with FTT. We've seen it with Chainlink, right? Chainlink, Wyckoff, breakout. Oh my God, Clint. You're crazy, man. He said I never heard of him. Lord, Clint, you stay over here on my channel. All right. Listen, I always like to say this, Clint. I'm a one-man show. I've only ever been on one other person's channel, and that was George. Okay, why? Because George, I think George means well, right? There's a lot of people I try to stay away from in this industry, right? And I typically don't like to go on other people's channels, and I'm a one-man show. George, is he a moon boy? Yes. But I think George means well. I do. Anyways, Chainlink, right? We broke out of the Wyckoff, right? We're already there, right? So you're seeing this happen across the board. We can go through multiple things. DYDX is breaking out today, right? You're seeing multiple ones do it. PYR broke out of the bear market range. But now we're starting to come in that SOS phase of the Wyckoff, where you do typically see a little bit of consolidation.
Who the hell
the
is
next
Jason
phase.
Casper Crypto? Another YouTube influencer. Never heard of him. Him
No,
not
but,
being a bleep
yeah.
either. You guys
Casper's-
cross-shilling members?
Casper is a good. He seems like a good dude too. Listen, I don't know him in real life, but I watched the stream multiple times. Casper seems like a good one too. All right, let's see. What's that one? Seeing it from Solana, right? We're seeing it from now we got AVAX pushing the highs, right? So you're seeing it across the board, and this is where you got to remember. There are ones that I have not done it yet, right? And while everyone gets focused on the ones that already have, right? The ones that are already up here, where those ones start to sort of consolidate, I think it's these ones, right? Where these ones will start to catch up as these ones consolidate, right? So like your Atoms, your, Cardano's, which is, Cardano's already actually kind of up to the top of the range, but your Doge, I think Doge has got a little bit ready to run. I think SHIB we talked about earlier, I think it's got a little, oh, here's a little Doge pop. I forget that Doge pops up over here. The little dog. Oh, he only does it once, damn it. The little dog pops up into the corner of the screen over here. What else? What else is lagging a little bit? Stacks lagging a little bit. But yeah, there's still a lot of ones that if you feel you sort of missed out on stuff, they're still pretty low. So that's that. Waterfly. Oh man. SPF man move pattern? Yes. Veracity is lagging. It's not really though. Here's the thing with the gaming tokens, man. I actually really believe in the gaming tokens, man. VRA is not really lagging. I mean, it was at 0.3 of a cent, and it just made its way to 9 cents. So it's already done a 3x. It's pulled back now. VRA is not really lagging though. But yeah, man. We're really now it's just waiting on what Bitcoin does, right? So I think for Bitcoin, right, as we sort of just wait now and see what happens next, I think the big thing is getting back above. You know, you could really argue it's like this whole box right here, but I like the closes. It's getting back above 35.8, right? You can see we're already having a little struggle with that right here. We get back above this, I think it's a pretty good shot to, like I said, back up to the range highs, but weakness here opens the door to probably fill in this wick and then see what we have to do from there. But that's mostly it today. As you know, it's a nice calm day in here, right? The bears are coming out of hibernation a little bit, which is always actually a good thing. You want to see the bears coming out of hibernation, you know, and you know, seeing the bears come out of hibernation. Sometimes, if you're a bull, when you see the bears come out of hibernation, that makes you even more confident. So the bears, once again, I think Savvy probably made a video today. What's going on, guys? It's Savvy. I'm back from my fishing trip. Actually, I didn't even go on a fishing trip today. I actually went, guess where I went? I went on a ski trip. Yes, a ski trip the last few days. But yeah, I know I said I think Bitcoin's going to 40K, but I don't think it's going to make it there now. I think we're going to go straight back to 3K, my original call. I think it's going to be a straight line down to 3K now. I think Binance is about to collapse. I think, you know, the economy's on shambles. You can see over here in the stock market, right? The stock market moon today. Well, you can see a lot of the bearish things going on, right? So 3K, it's going to be coming, and like I said, in March of 2024, even though I originally said March of 2023. But yeah, the fishing trip's going great. I got my guy Vader here. He's here hanging out with me. And I'll catch you guys in my next video where we're talking about Bitcoin and Litecoin. Savvy talking about Litecoin is always the best, man. Why are we talking about Litecoin? Bitcoin and Litecoin TA. Oh, man. A ski trip. Alpi is here. Gonna get to 5 trillion anyway. 5 trillion on total market cap or 5 trillion on Bitcoin? That's the question. Those are two completely different things. 5 trillion total market cap is actually totally doable in my opinion. 5 trillion on Bitcoin, that is basically to get Bitcoin to 5 trillion. I mean, you're talking about Bitcoin going to like what, 300K? But I don't know about that, but I think, you know, 500 trillion for total market cap is reasonable. That's about a 4x from here for total market cap. It's including stable coins and all the dead coins. That's totally doable. Considering last time, right, just a kind of example. Last time from peak to peak, we went up about 300% higher. If we just did half, let's say we did half that this time, right? Just half. Even just half that would get you to like a $7 trillion market cap for like all of crypto. I'm just curious if we just did a little bit of a, we don't have this cycle, shit. Never mind. But even if we saw a little regression, just for fun, I always like these stupid things, right? Let's just do a stupid trend line. Just curious where this would put us. Nah. We'll talk about that when the time comes. Let's focus on breaking 40K first, and then we can talk about tops. To me, it's not about the number though, guys. I think don't get focused on a number this time. I think that's where we get trapped with the tops. We have indicators that have shown us multiple Bitcoin bull market tops. Trust those. Forget about numbers, right? Because even when Bitcoin's at the highs, you're going to have people calling for higher, right? I mean, that's how it works, right? When everyone's bullish, it's kind of the top, right? Focus on indicators that have worked in the past, right? What's worked in the past? The pi cycle top indicator. It's called every single top for Bitcoin, okay? Coinbase on the App Store, trending #1. That's a top indicator. Your grandma asking you how to buy Bitcoin. That's a top indicator. Meme coins pumping. That's a top indicator. Let's see. Google Trends. When you see Google Trends breaking into new highs. For altcoins especially. When you see Google Trends start to get above these levels, that's a top indicator. The good thing is none of these things have happened yet. That's the good thing, right? So we haven't seen meme coins pump. My grandma hasn't asked me how to buy Bitcoin yet. Coinbase hasn't been the #1 trending app on the App Store. Pi cycle top indicator hasn't crossed. You name it, right? None of those things have happened. So I still remain with the fact of all the things that I've seen being in this market for multiple cycles now. I think when you're looking for the actual top, not a local top, but the actual top of Bitcoin, none of those things have happened yet. Let's see. Mike said I say 136K. I think, but the thing is, I don't think the number is important. Because the number can change based on what happens at the time, right? I mean, let's say this: do we really think there's some pre-assigned number right now that's going to be the top? Like, it depends what you think about the charts. Like, do you think right now how the world works, it being about mathematics, and this goes deep, being about mathematics, some of us thinking that everything is pre-planned through algorithms and stuff. Do we think right now there is a pre-programmed number right now that Bitcoin will top at? Do we think right now there's a pre-programmed number where Bitcoin will top at right now? If the answer is no, then hypothetically it can change depending on what happens in the next 2 years, right? That's why I think focusing on a number is not important. Looking at the signs of a top, right? The signs where, where it gets, at the time, right? Obviously we all learned a lesson in 2021, right? We all learned that lesson. But I think going into this next one, us that are here, kind of, a lot of us know these signs. And the signs are on the wall, right? Last bull, the signs were on the freaking wall. You had every sign going off. The Coinbase indicator, the Google Trends indicator, meme coins pumping, grandma asking about Bitcoin. You name it. We had the pi cycle top indicator crossing. We had every single indicator flashed. You know what I mean? And listen, you live and you learn, right? But the thing is, we kind of got the recipe, right? Of not, you're going to hear calls for 200K, 300K, 400K, 500K. If we get to 100K, you're going to hear people are going to move up their calls to 200K. When we get to 200K, people are going to move up their calls to 300K. Not saying we're going to get there, but that's how it works. But we get the signs of what typically happens at the top. That's the most important thing. Let's see. BTC is daddy. It is freaking daddy. It is daddy. You know what? You know who else is daddy? You? Drew. You're daddy. Michael Saylor's daddy. Michael Saylor is a boss. Michael Saylor is going to go down as the biggest boss, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be so many memes about Michael Saylor. Everyone made fun of him from DCAing at tops. And he's going to be the one who makes the most money in this bull. And it's going to be fantastic. Why? Because it's just going to show that just having the patient game works. Obviously, like, having the patient game does work, and trying to outsmart and being this outsmarting bear who's focused on the macro and all this shit is just an idiotic. He's going to go down as a freaking legend. I'm pretty confident he's going to go down as a freaking legend, man. This is going to be him, basically. He's going to be like...
Paul.
Second and cool.
Mike.
He's going to be Saylor, man.
Mike. Paul.
Yeah.
Mike. Paul. Give me first place, second, that won't do for me. I came to win, fuck, I look like trying to lose, homie. Scared money don't make no what? Scared money don't make no money. Give me first place, second, that won't do for me. I came to win, fuck, I look like trying to lose, homie. Scared money don't make no what?
Bitcoin's the
Scared
way!
money don't make no money. Give me first place, I want it in the worst way. And fuck what the church say, they hating on the wordplay. They'd rather see me serve plates, I'm in a fucking rat race. Everybody a criminal, ain't no telling what their back way. I'm stuck in my bad ways, rhymes pay, I'm here every day, feel like my birthday. Not
Glenn, he said Saylor will be dead in 5 years from snorting all the coke. I can see him snorting coke though. He would not surprise me as someone who snorts coke. But you know, listen, there's a lot of smart people that snort coke. You know, it's just I don't know what it is with smart, like, rich people and doing coke. I don't understand why you even get to that point, but it is what it is. Rich people love to snort coke. I mean, poor people like to snort coke too. I mean, it's not the point, but I think you get the point. Like, why are you snorting coke if you're rich? Like, what the frick? Anyways, I do just snort like Skittles or something, man. Just crush up some Skittles and snort it. Why are we snorting coke? He snorts Satoshis. We need a meme of him going, just snorting up a bunch of Satoshi coins up his nose. Yes. I'm rooting for Elon to put Doge on X. He's literally shilling Doge on his X bio location. Yeah, he will eventually. He's waiting for the right time. I really do think he's waiting. He's really waiting for that right time. I actually don't think Doge is a bad play. What I also think would be the biggest troll is if he actually picks a different coin than Doge. Oh my god. Doge, I think, would dub so hard on that, man. Imagine if all this time he hypes up Doge and then he picked, and then instead of having like Doge, he picks something else. Oh my god, that would just be brutal. But, you know, I think that's the mid curve, right? Right, we always talk about the curve. Oh. Right, we got the really dumb people, the middle curve people, and then the really smart people. Dumb people, Doge, or Elon likes dogs. Elon likes dogs. And then you got the really smart people. Elon liked Doge last bull market. Why wouldn't he like it this one? Right? Simple. And then you got the mid-curve people. He won't do anything. He's got a court case with him and Doge. He's going to pick a different coin. That's the mid-curve, you know? But hey, I mean, Doge might be one of the most obvious plays. Not that Doge is really the biggest gainer, just because its market cap is big now, right? So it's not going to do what it did last time. It's literally impossible. But for like a risk-reward play from where it's at, you know, it's not a bad play, I don't think. Elon likes dogs. Imagine if he picked Chili's. That would be legendary, man. Mike, we would never hear the end of it. We would never hear the end of it. We would never hear the end of it. Mike would just be going, guys, Elon picked Chili's. He literally picked Chili's. Screw you guys. Jordan was bearish on Chili's. Clint kept talking shit about Chili's. Hey, Bath, what did Obama say about Chili's? We would never hear the end of it. Never hear the end of it. Wait until Kramer is bullish on Doge. Oh yeah, true. Kramer's bullish on Doge. That's another good top signal. Ugh, it's not a bad one, Miles. We're all degens. Oh man, AI is looking amazing. It is, man. You gotta have one AI altcoin, man. One AI altcoin in your portfolio, I think is a smart decision. I think having one gaming token and one AI token, at least one of, there's one. Now you don't need the whole Pokemon set, but at least one of them, I think, is a smart decision. I'd have to quit crypto. That would just be so random, man. Like, why Chili's? I mean, if he likes chili, maybe he likes chili. Maybe that's his favorite dinner. I like chili. I used to make my own chili. I haven't made it in a long time. My chili was really good, man. I said it on purpose. I know you're going to say something. I knew she was going to say, your chili sucks. My chili, oh my God, my chili is so good. That's so true. Rover says we're effed. Bitcoin broke critical supply. Rover says we're effed, guys. We broke critical supply. We'll see where we are in 2 days. All I'll say is this, right? You know how many TA gurus are out there? You know, the short-term TA gurus crack me up, right? Because you give me 100 of them. They're all going to have a different, they're all going to say a different thing, right? They're all going to say this level's important or that level's important or this level or that level. They're all going to say a different thing. That's why, like, dude, give me 100 altcoin gurus, or sorry, TA gurus, and I won't get anything out of it because they're all going to tell me something different. Do your own, have your own thesis, do your own thing. Everyone's going to tell you something different, right? Everyone's got a different style. Everyone, you know, the thing is, a lot of people get fooled by, like, we're effed or we're going to the moon, when sometimes those people are just talking about, like, short-term moves or, you know, you know, we're looking at, like, right now I'm zoomed in on the 4-hour time frame, right? This might look horrible, but once again, you go to the daily and, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, right? So it all depends on your perspective. I'm saying we're effed, you know? Are we effed? No, we're not effed. We're far from effed. We're very, very far from effed. But it all just depends. I'll give you 100 Anderson TA gurus. Listen, man, I like doing TA, and I even say sometimes, man, it's you know, listen, the charts are great. The charts are great. Is it an end-all, be-all? No, it's not. I use the charts for deciding where you want to buy stuff and sell stuff. I think is the best way to do it. But, like, once again, following the TA gurus, and, you know, we can talk about all the TA gurus, right? That, you know, so smart, but you have gotten every single Bitcoin move wrong this whole year. I'm not going to name names. You guys can probably guess. All the gurus getting it wrong the whole year because they're gurus, right? No, they're not. No one's a guru. I always like to say that. No one's a guru. Because most people only talk about the moves that they get right. No one talks about the moves they get wrong. Right? It's it's different if you come up here and you say, okay, this is going to happen today. Right? But, you know, that's kind of my thought process with that. Charts are helpful. Is it an end-all, be-all? I don't think so. I think a lot of it is like, you know, the high time frame charts I think are more important. Well, everyone's so focused on, like, the 1 hour. I think it's important to be focused on the high time frames, and realizing the high time frame trend, and thinking about all the 1 hour and 4 hour little time frame things that happened since the bottom, and realizing that all those were pointless in the grand scheme of things. You know, I'm a guru. We're all gurus. I'm a guru. We're all gurus. We're all gurus, Anderson. Yes. We're all gurus, my man. You know, I think that the biggest thing you can be a guru is just play the crypto cycle, man. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Play the crypto cycle. Don't think that you're gonna come in here and try to time every top and bottom on every single move. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're probably not gonna do it, and you're probably gonna end up with less. Like if you're trying to time every Bitcoin move, by the time Bitcoin's in the parabolic phase, you're probably going to end up with less Bitcoin than when you started, trying to time every single move. Right? And it's just like, we can fight about it. We can fight about it. But that how many times did I hear, you know, over here, right? 28K is the top, I'm selling. 30K is the top, I'm selling. 32K is the top, I'm selling. 35K is the top, I'm selling. Okay, now all these people have to buy back all the way back up here, or have to pray that it comes back down here, right? It is what it is. You are a moron, we're all morons. Exactly. Jordan, when a walking stream? We do need to do a walking stream at some point on the phone. We do need to do a walking stream at some point. You ain't Warren Buffett. You ain't Warren Buffett. FTT, let's go. What's up? Oh, man. Look at that perfect retest path. That's a sexy retest. Did I buy the retest? No, I did not. I would love if I did. I would love to. You know, if I did, I would be sit up here gloating that I bought the retest. You know, I would be up here going, look at that retest. Let's go. That's a beautiful retest, though. That's a beautiful retest. If you did catch the white, basically this finished the Wyckoff at retested 1, 2 previous highs, perfectly retested. Let's see if this thing can launch even higher now after a perfect breakout retest. This chart, this is a textbook beautiful chart right here. Actually, look at all this inequality all the way up to $24. Oh my God! Oh my God! I would be gloating so hard. If it comes back out on retest again, I'll be in. I did not get it though. But yeah, look at all this inequality all the way up to $24 on this bad boy. Oh, man. Lord. Almighty. This one, man, this is going to be one, I can already tell this is going to be one of my biggest regrets. Remember how many times, guys, I was like, dude, I'm going to buy FTT if it comes right back to these lows again. And it... The mother effer just missed the box, man. I was so confident on this one too, and I could tell this one's gonna launch. When this is a puny move, man. It's okay. It's the thought process that counts, right? I think you learned something from this. You learned something from this. You don't be greedy. You don't be greedy right here. It was so close. But, you know, time will tell. Time will tell. Jordan said FOMO into FTT. Maybe I'll FOMO into FTT. No, I'm not going to FOMO into FTT. Even though I probably should FOMO into FTT. Like, this would be one of those times where, like, maybe it's smart to FOMO. But we're going to hold back. Do you think this DYDX pump is finished? No. How many times have we talked about the decentralized exchanges? Those things will moon. And you're seeing it play out. Your DYDXs, your GNSs, your GMXs. Those ones will absolutely destroy, man. Those ones will destroy. Yeah, I think DYDX, you're right at a weekly resistance right here. So maybe you go up a little bit. Do you break this? It might take a few tries. You might take a few tries. When you come up to these big weekly resistances, usually you don't break it on the first hit, right? It usually takes like 2 or 3 hits. So you're right at this little weekly resistance. If you can break through there, I mean, you're definitely looking at probably up here. But, man, yeah, that thing is cruising. Are you still planning to do the 6-hour stream? I'm gonna have to come up with a Mike. You are freaking Mike, you know what? I need to ban Mike. You know what, Mike? I'm taking your wrench. I'm taking your wrench. Just kidding. I'm not. I would never take Mike's wrench. Mike. No. Yeah, we're gonna do the stream. We're gonna do the 12-hour stream at some point. All right. Just let me figure out a date and time. Okay, so I can plan around this, because last time it was kind of on a whim, and I was very flustered when I was doing the 7-hour stream last time. But yeah, I do owe you guys another 5-6 hour stream, you know, and I'm gonna do it. I'm a man of my word, even though I broke my word last time doing the 12-hour, but that's okay, right? But I will come up with a date and time. Come on, dethrone Mike. You'll end up telling us you want to do 5 extra minutes per stream. It's so true. It's so true. Till it's paid off. You guys are funny, man. No, it's probably gonna end up being next week, guys. It's not probably. It's gonna end up being next week, most likely. But I will do another 6-hour stream. Okay, and I know Mike's gonna keep bringing it up until it happens. So it will happen. It's probably gonna end up being next week. What do we got here? All right, nothing really else really moving the market, guys. I think I'm gonna call it for today. Let's see where Bitcoin ends up. I think for the most part, this is the tough level right here. You're seeing Bitcoin find a little bit of headwinds at that headwinds at this little box here. So the one thing we do have to keep in mind is we kind of left, you know, this wick down here in the 1 hour time frame. It's kind of like this wick we had here. We just kind of blasted through that level. So once again, we'll see what happens with the corn. I keep saying that I do think dips are gifts. If we do see any more dips, I think it's a gift. And we kind of go from there. But just looking to add sats and whatever I'm interested in, you know, prior to the ETF announcement and prior to the halving, as we kind of truck along here and we kind of do our thing day to day, right? So stay easy, guys. Have a fantastic night. Remember, bears have no father figures. They don't. They did not grow up with a father figure. So just you know, remember that they have no father figure, and that's okay. John, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to friggin' say? Next you're gonna say SHIB holders have no father figure. Can you move up that white box? Christ, man. It's finding resistance there because you put the box. Move that freaking white box up so we can pump, man. Christ. All right, guys. I'm out of this bitch. Have a great night. And don't forget, SHIB is about to go to the moon. Don't be buying this bullshit like COS and Bitcoin and Chainlink and Solana and Cardano. Buy SHIB. All right? I'm out. Peace and love.
I just want to say, yeah, I'm trying to win, fuck a loss, so I use everything I was taught. You got luck on your side, I got the man who carried the cross in the eye of the tiger. Not in hell, but on fire. The game sold, I got buyers. Money talk, don't get tired. You like a nigga with no legs, I can't stand for the losing. I came to win in this bitch. Fuck, I look like homie. Never scared, I'm ready where the money at. If you hating on my money, Jack, kiss me where they never sunny at. I can't let you beat me easy. My nigga, that's no good. I'm going hard in the paint. Put that shit on my hood. It's Tiger, man. Give me first place. Second, that won't do for me. I came to win. Fuck, I look like trying to lose, homie. Scared money don't make no what? Scared money don't make no money. Give me first place. Second, that won't do for me. I came to win. Fuck, I look like trying to lose, homie.